She said I will find it myself, find my haven if I only take her hand. Why are you still? Why do you do? Why don't you move? There's so much more you could make of this world. And she said, and she
Hello. Ooh. Why is the stream green? Why is the stream green? What's gone wrong? What have I broken now? Ah! There we go. The chroma key on Stream Warrior broke. That looks wrong. Hang on. I want to fix chat real quick because now that looks wrong. There we go. Much better. So, we are doing literally some things. I still use that Haven't got a better alternative yet. We are immediately in the pink Fent, which I accidentally made the roof pink before Sim complains about it. And I'm gonna have some new toys to play with today. Which means I might have to cheat some money in. But there's some new toys available to me. Hello, King Scorpion, Richard Keaton, Simon Williams, Charlie, Tommy, Team CC, JD Farmer. New toys. What do I use it for? Things. It's for my sub-count sim. It's the only one where I don't have to go faffing about with 17 different pages of nonsense that I've managed to find so far. New toys. Courtesy of Mr. Pedro Chaps. So you know it's going to be fun. You know it's going to be good when I mention Pedro's involved. You know I got something delicious ready for you guys. Also, if you're a modder and you've been insulted personally by Pedro, don't take it personally. He insults literally everybody. Hello, Jessus. That should be my little PSA whenever Pedro's around. If you've been insulted by him, don't be, because he just insults everybody. Was that what I was seeing in my admin chat, Louis? Fast Track 4000 land quip thing, perhaps? Perhaps there's something a little bit more red? Of course, Landy sends it now. I'm gonna... do I want to do this real quick? Yes. I'm going to save the game and bring up the BRB screen real quick, because I want to download something. Hello, Bassmaster, Bassmaster. I want to download something to add to my little group of toys. Because this is something that I think we all want. Get rid of that. Yes. You have to close FarmSim for this. So you just have to bear with me. Why do I have... Oh, because FarmSim is still open. Resume. You have to wait a few seconds before I can reopen the game. Opening when... Opening? No, don't open it! Why are you trying to open it? So for those of you just joining, I am downloading something currently. Is it 100% downloaded? Why is it 29.8 of 29.8 and 0 bytes per second, but it's not fully downloaded? Oh, it's fully downloaded now, I think. No. Why is this being a douche? Where's the tab? This one. Let's try just doing this again. I think something went wrong there. Yes. There we go. Downloaded fine that time. We've got another great new toy. As of literally right now. Also, I noticed that the chat doesn't have anti-aliasing. Can I turn on anti-aliasing on the chat? Can I do this? Enhance resize? No. Can I... Can I have like anti-aliasing on the chat? That'd be nice. No? Why won't you let me have anti-aliasing on the chat? Full dynamic range?
countdown, chemical breakdown. Get on the front lines, we'll be on in the background. Bloodhounds, take a look around, and I'll be right here waiting, detonating, hating. Hey Ray, bring your brother down. I need a bomb planted on a soldier now.
You hear me? I just realised I might not have my mic off. Oh, my mic's on. Hello, Gregor. Okay, that was my PC getting quite angry. I'm gonna keep the BRB screen up because I want to keep the little surprises a surprise. I gotta find this one. Do I have that one on? I do have that one on. Fantastic. Fantastic. What I'm gonna do while I've got the BRB screen up is... why did I wave my hand? You can't see my hand. What I'm gonna do while I got the BRB screen up is I am going to... real quick... I enjoy how I first saw this, by the way. Just pointing this out, that when I was making this screen, I did put something probably broke. Because I know myself so well. Did Dave force full screen? Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Ooh, the game's loading. Loaded, maybe. Just gonna change the color of chat real quick. There we go. What was it that broke my PC? I have no idea. It just... I was in the menus and my computer got very angry with that for some reason. So just while I'm here, because I can, let's get this and this, and I think we'll also get where would it be? This, yes. And it should be over here somewhere. This. You know, I've got lots of presents for you guys and surprises in store when I'm saying this so much. And this. And this. Oh no, that's the wrong attacher. This. Okay, and now I can turn off creative money because I've got all the surprises in place. So, without further ado, check colors better black. Okay, I'll change it back to black later on. Luckily, I had the Fast Track 8000 at the shop, so it's time to show off the presents. So we have, starting from this end down here, a land quip set. This is to go with something that you'll see in a minute. We also have a Massey Ferguson 1250 from Pedro, all up to FS17 standards. We also have a JCB Fast Track 4000 that goes with the land quip set. We got two more little things here, courtesy of CD Models. You gave Landy permission to forward these on to me today, so we'll be using these a bit later on. Let's ooh, what do I want to play with first? I don't know what I want to play with first. I got so many toys here. Yeah, let's play with this guy. Articulated monstrosity? Articulated beauty, you mean, TMCC? Now, the biggest advantage of this thing, I can see at least, or at least the new equipment, is once the BGA is empty, we can play about with this stuff. In fact, see, the issue is I've been doing grass silos so much lately that there's no space at any of the silos to actually use the lilies. You love this structure. I love this thing too. And Pedro being Pedro, he's done a good job with it. Yeah, I honestly, I don't expect anything less from Pedro, if I'm being completely honest. Let's, I just want to hop over to the vent real quick. This is all done with this job, yes? Yes. As done as I wanted, at least. Because the Fent will have a new jobby in a minute. And that new jobby will be field... Have I broken the cedar? I've broken the cedar! Why is it... I don't use private mods. Oh, shush, Sim. Why did that happen? Is it gonna derp into the ground again, or is it good now? You good now? You done now? Okay. So I think I had something going... Is this all the field seeded, actually? Let's just check real quick. Except field 17... Oh, 17 is seeded with grass. So that's all the field seeded now. And in various states of fertilization. Which is good. I don't know how I managed to break the in-game cedar, but I did. You can't help but be impressed by that. Let's get this into the... I am making this worse while trying to fix it. It's stuck. There we go. Let's just throw this in over here like that. And grab the 4,000. Because there is some fertilizing to be done. I don't think you guys will mind today. Dagon broke that cedar as well. Apparently it's just a derpy cedar. With the... That's quite high. For that. Pedro. Benj class has subscribed apparently. Thank you very much, Benj. You can see this all fits on quite beautifully. I am gonna just bring this up to the yard, fast forward through till morning so that we can get a better idea of how this looks. You love the 4000? This is indeed a very nice looking tractor. There are other 4000s available. Or there are a bunch of them available. This is just the best, the cream of the crop, because Pedro, when he finds a mod that he likes, and he does like the 4000, he will take it, rip it to shreds, and put it back together again properly. Which is why I don't mind him insulting modders as much as he does. Or being as much of a troublemaker as he is. Because he knows 100% what he's doing. Brian. Thank you for the kind permission you gave to Landy earlier. I don't know how on earth I'm going to use it today, but give it a shot. Trail Foragers are private. For now, TNCC. They're still work in progress, very much so. This isn't that... This channel, lower the tank on the front. I can't. I'm hitting V. There is no way to lower the tank on the front. I've been trying that. Oh, Kirsten. That's just where it is now. That's just where it lives. It lives half a mile up into the air. Hello, Blackout. I don't know why it lives all the way up there. Actually, I do. It's keeping the center of gravity somewhat logical. It's in line with the center of gravity. So I've just realised, by the way, that if I fast forward time, it'll derp everything up. So I'm probably best off going to the fields that aren't fertilised, like 16, 3, 4, 10, 11. Going around them real quick. Hold and click and drag your mouse. Nope. Let's go up this way to 10 is fertilised. Some are more fertilised than others. Okay. It's not mouse control. Well, I know that. Minus 5,000. Yes, Robin. Thing is, I can get that money way just right back up in probably 5 minutes. Front tank. Yeah, and it's not. It doesn't respond to V either. Doesn't respond to controls. So it just lives there. That's just where it lives now. So, oh good lord, Pedro, you've made this thing huge. So let's get spraying with our first toy of the day. At 4,000 though. I gotta fast forward to the morning. Once I got the fertilizing done, I think this is the only field that I need to go over. Just so they're all on a similar level, roughly speaking, before I move on. This is it fully, oh no, it's quite fully illuminated. This is it fully illuminated, and I found a mistake. Good lord, the front tank will be doing an angle. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Has Pedro ever had the lights on with this thing? Because I'm pretty sure that's not what the Corona's supposed to look like. Pretty sure it doesn't magically unfold a giant LED panel every time it turns the lights on. Will be an Xbox. Probably not, because it's Pedro, and Pedro is, shall we say, not the biggest fan of console players. Let's just put it there. Show the front again, you'll get it. Let me know when you've done it, Sim, because I'm kind of having to try and fertilize looking backwards here. Done. Thank you. Make sure and use Pedro language with Pedro, Sim. You know how he understands things. Whoops. Hello, Eddie Scop. How are you doing today? How goes the pickle tickling? Pedro language sim. You know what that entails. Check idiots in space. That is Pedro language. I can't repeat it here, unfortunately. Let's just say Dopey was involved and that was the first word. The second word started with a B. Does 4000 have IC? Probably not. Pedro hates IC. That's the thing, is like, with one of Pedro's things, you know what it's got because it's, like, it's got all the functions that you can use on a keyboard. Or on a wheel or something. It doesn't have IC, it doesn't have the really fancy, you know, spin your head around 3 times and then double click to get a... There's a plan for IC. Ah. You can understand it now. Yeah, Louis now understands Pedro a bit more. Yeah, Pedro, you broke it. You dope. Hang on. How did you manage to get the Corona to appear inside the Corona? Whatever you've done, Pedro. The Corona has a giant Corona of the Corona around the Corona. And I'm not entirely sure he did that. That is a new level of silly. Because if you see all these lights, all these squares, if you zoom in enough, you'll see all the squares again as the actual light source. Now you'll be upset he has another download. Yeah. But, hey, better to know these problems now than to have a 65 gigabyte patch for Faye later. Probably because they're brighter than floodlights. Possibly. They are actually quite bright. Oh my... How bright did you make the lights, Pedro? The ground in front of the fast track is white. How's it working with 4000? It's quite good. The front tank looks a bit silly with how high up it is, but Faye assures me it's because otherwise it'll go to a weird angle. Bright enough. You know you're only supposed to light up the road, you know, in front of and behind the tractor, not the entire country when the lights are on, right? See ya, Eddie? All of it needs to be bright. Seasons mean night spraying means brighter lights. I've never had the issue where I felt the lights weren't bright enough. I've had the issue where it looks like crap on YouTube because, you know, everything else is dark and all you can see is the 2 cones of light. Where'd I get that fat track? It's lovely. It's Pedro's. Ask Pedro for it, Jack. You'll get a lovely answer, I assure you. Hello, Cyber Redneck. So that's that done. I think we're good to fast forward now. I'm just double checking that everything is fertilized. Yes, it is. Will I be watching the F1 later? Yes, I'll be finishing up at 7 on the dot and then immediately going to record. So that I can hopefully finish recording at 8 and then watch the Formula 1 at 8 o'clock. So let's fast forward through night here real quick. There you go. And look, we're at plus 2,000 now. See? Told you the negative money wasn't a big deal. Even with all the vehicles we have. Good. Bunker silos done fermenting. Fantastic. Because what I want to do now, I'm going to zip down over here and... Where is the Manitou? Where is the Manitou? Oh, it's over here instead. Okay. It is... I'm gonna agree with Pedro, it's probably the best 4000 you'll see in FS17. He's been very kind to certain modders who maybe haven't put as much effort in. So let's get this done over here. I've just noticed as well that Bulletbill has been very smart with the way he's done the distance texture, so they do actually look like seeded fields. Just simulate impression with voice and facial expressions.
Hello, my name is Simulate. Welcome to Simulate.
You don't... Well, I have always said, Pedro, that you don't ham about with the truth. If there is a truth to be told, you will tell it in the most uncertain terms. You don't leave much to chance. 4000 is brilliant. It is, it really is. Pedro's done a good job. Okay, this is all set up ready to go with BJ. I don't know if I can course play this. I've just realized. I definitely can't with the 8000 in the way. Let's Let's just dig in here a bit. Let's set off a bit of silage, see if I can't get a conveyor. Because if I can get a conveyor or something to that effect, then I can just start loading up trailer loads of silage at once. Now I won't need to worry about courseplay. The question is, how much is the conveyor that I want? And do I even have it in? I don't have it in. Nuts. So it'll be 17,000 to get the conveyor system. 17,000. That's quite a lot of money. But it's 17,000 for pure convenience after the fact. I think that might be worth it. Especially with the plans to do so much silage in the future. Thought I was never using conveyors again. Ah! I'm never using a conveyor system to load into the BGA again. I will, however, use conveyors to... Is this going to set off? Oh, it is. I'll use conveyors to load into a trailer. Which is the plan. Because the way this is going to work is I'm going to load into the trailer so I get the maximum amount per maximum. Or the most out of the silage. Then I can just move the conveyors along as I go down the bunker. You have advantage of RS15 silos. I think you mean FS15 silos. Yeah. Most silos are, but it's just kind of this bizarre style that Bulletbill's gone for, which is different. I like it. Not very good with courseplay though. Or I don't think it would be. But if we can get up to about 17,000, which we should do in another couple of buckets' time, it'll be good for money. And then we can get a conveyor system set up and play about with all the delicious things. Is there an issue you can't tip trailers in? Hello, Dusty Dave. How are you doing today? You particularly loopy? Nice to meet you. Honestly, I feel within myself like I don't have a choice with it. I feel obliged to do it, just because that's how my mind works with this sort of stuff. If there's a seriously good cause that I know about, I'll probably back it as much as I can. Didn't know I was live. Oh, is YouTube doing the thing again? I forgot to put the story up on Instagram as well, so Landy's probably gonna laugh at me later. Is that the full 17,000 now? Is that enough to get the belts? Yes, it is. 12 for that, 5 for that. Alright, let's get the... Yeah, let's use this thing. Let's use the 1200 to bring the belts around. Assuming it's got a low hitch, which it does. The wheels, I will say, do look a tiny bit out of place. But at least I'm not running into issues with the... Why is that happening? Why is it showing that the engine's never on? Oh, because of the engine for the conveyor. Oops. That's your updated 1200? Yes, it is, Pedro. I scrolled back up in the Discord chat to download it, because I wanted this thing. I loves me a 1200, so I do. The joy of this is it doesn't matter how fast the tractor I use with the trailer is. This has working Coronas. There's no Coronas inside Coronas. That's alright, Henry. Don't worry about it. Articulated monstrosity. Well, I mean, it kind of is, to be fair. Because it's from the early 80s. It's from when articulated tractors were only just being started to be made by the manufacturers themselves. And didn't end up being just two tractors hooked together at the steering knuckle. So yeah, it is a bit of a monstrosity in those terms. Is your broken collarbone? That kind of sucks. This thing is a beast. It's still used in Ireland today. There's videos from, actually around here, around my area, of people using a 1250 in silage season. Because it's just a good tractor. This would be the great granddad of the quad track, realistically. And I just need to get across the road. few of my best still, yeah. That's kind of great because, I mean, it'd be a shame to see something this beautiful gone forever. Bring that straight in. Hop up onto the bunker here. And I'm going to be lazy. And where's the trailer? There's a super cube. Field 10. 9, F11. Bidink. Gonna be lazy and just grab the trailer and teleport over to the shop with it. In fact, can I teleport into the BG? Let's teleport into field 17 because that's safe. This is far from beautiful. I disagree. This is a vehicle that has only the bits that it needs. It's got a cab, it's got a cover to keep the engine dry, and it's got a big weight on the back because you need to keep the rear end down on the ground. It's a tractor. That's what a tractor should be. It is literally just the bits that it needs in order to... I've picked up grass. In order to function. There we go. That's the silage. Stop dumping now, you idiot. Okay, that'll do for that. Let's go for a bit of you raise me up. And hook the conveyors together. We are now connected. We can bring this bad boy in under. And fill her up with silage. Now this is a machine. And do you know what? I wouldn't be too surprised if the 1200 could actually pull this trailer in reality. So instead of selling off 3, 4, 5,000 litres of silage at once, we're going to sell off 20,000 litres in one go. Which makes perfect sense to me. %, 39, 40. This is gonna be beautiful once it kicks up. Once I can tip it, at least. Now, the downside is I'm gonna have to reverse it because I put a giant ass pile of grass there. It has 112 horse. You can put. This thing only has 112 horse. Where is it? 112 horse. Is that a real figure, Pedro? That seems very low for something this big. Then again, early 80s, you wouldn't have got much more than 112 out of it. Stream is on 120 your internet can barely handle 144. Yeah, that tends to happen sometimes. You're trying to push your internet a bit too hard. It doesn't particularly enjoy being pushed harder than it can go. Why is this stopped? There we go. Take the data from tractor data. Oh, it must be true then. I always thought it had more. There we go, that's it full. Ooh, I can just drive around here like this. And now we find out if the trailer tip point works. Because if it doesn't, I'll make it work. Silage is not accepted here with this tool type. Oh, dang it. Okay. That's irritating. So we gotta tip all the silage out again. And let's just do a tip anywhere on this thing as well. Because if we can at least move the silage over, we'll be good. That's irritating. I mean, it's kind of fine because now we've got a nice pile of silage here that we can just sell in fairly short order. I think that's a drop on Bulletbills and Dave, to be quite honest. It should work. Are you late? You are not. It's only 20 past 6. A lot of people here. If you're enjoying the stream and the random bits of equipment we got, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe and dance and share and dab and all of those good things. See, my plan now has changed from yeah, that's kind of an odd thing to miss in testing. I'm gonna be honest. Because that's something I would have tested straight away, even like outside of testing, is like, does this work the way that I think it will work? So that it'll be easy for people. Oh, it doesn't work. Maybe I should change it to work a different way. Because like, there's all the warning signs for lorries turning, so it kind of hints that you're supposed to use the trailer, but you can't. And that silage pile is becoming quite large. Just changing the XML line. I don't know, I'll have a look at it later on. Because that's something I would like to fix. I'll see if I can. Because, I mean, if an idiot like me can fix it, anybody can. I'm using myself as the lowest common denominator for most things. If I can do it, anybody can. With a bit of research. User attributes. Possibly. It could also be that he's not put a sale trigger there. He might not have put a tip trigger. It might just be a shovel trigger, which obviously it's not going to work because it's a shovel trigger. Or the shovel catcher interacts with a tip trigger that is there. It prevents it from working. That could be a thing, I guess. And he's fixing, the gesture ain't working the way that it logically should. Unless you're supposed to sell the silage there, which doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Yeah, you can't tip with the trailer. I'm trying to work it through in my head how this is... That's the silo's tip point. Well, over there is where you sell silage from a trailer. I'm confused. It could be something within the game that's preventing it as well, but... If that's the case and I'm Bulletbill, well, I'm going to change this to be just a bog standard BGA then. Because while the interesting design is nice, it's kind of misleading having the ramps there. Yeah, I don't know. Why is that not working? I'm racking my brain to try and think what could possibly conflict, and all I can come up with is there's a shovel catcher, which there would be, that doesn't work with a standard tip trigger. And the XML for the trigger is selling point equals false. Is this something Bulletbill derped? Because it seems to be that it'll sell nicely, but it seems to come down to the tool type, which is a bit odd. It'll need testing. Yeah, it's something I might do later on. If I've got time. Hello, Leon. I do apologize for the silage selling right now, but I'm trying to empty this bunker to play with something new. Robert Nail. Tom, hello. You cannot dump a trailer into there, Sid. Why is this pink? It is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Robert. Which is coming to an end, but I might keep it pink because it looks actually quite nice in pink. It also has this selling point equals true. There's some very odd issues with the map, I will admit. This is bad news for you. Yes, it's bad news for a lot of people who are lazy like you, Sid. There is no way to sell with a trailer. Or to sell silage with a trailer, at least. Which, I'm sure some digging and research will figure something out. Where did it pull that silage out of? What happens is this? This is the West Coast. It says in the title, the description, the thumbnail, the chat, the Fahy shouting at Pedro because they're playing multiplayer on West Coast and Fahy has the download speed of a potato. Oh dear. Fahy, you need to sell it with the trailer. That's the way it's intended. It's clearly intended to be sold with the trailer. So Pedro, you gotta fix it and send it to Fahy. Is it worth being lazy? Let's get lazy. Let's get lazy and just rent a wheel loader. We'll rent the leap here. Standard setup. And we'll rent the silage fork because I like this thing. Just gonna get turned off. And let's zip over to the shop at 8 times normal speed. I'll run into a bush. Run into a bush. There we go. Hello, John Deere fan. Fahy is going to be so very impressed if you fix it, Pedro. You better fix it now, so Fahy will be very impressed and happy. So there is method behind this madness. Don't worry. I'm not just selling silage for the sake of selling silage and making money. That's one of the reasons I'm selling it. The second reason is is that I need to make space in this silo. And potentially buy a field. Because I've got a forage harvester that I want to try out, and this has been a bit full. For me to make decent amounts of silage, such as 20,000 litres at a time. I'm having an argument with this thing now. Come on, be nice to me. There we go. I find it funny that giants have such high hopes and high expectations of modders, yet this bug is still a thing. Where you can't fill buckets to 100%. To 100%. So it's that's not fixed with Platinum. I will be calling giants out and it's so hard. I think every person who supports modders should as well. There we go. How am I? I am good. I'm going to be running off almost immediately after this stream to record. Because I want to watch the Formula 1 tonight, because I don't get a chance to watch it very often, because the races are usually at weird times. And then I'm going to watch the Formula 1 and have a bite to eat. Most likely. Here's hoping I don't end up filling the BJ completely here, by the way. Because that is a possibility. It is a distinct possibility. Come on, get into the bucket, you jerk. Okay, 8222, which is a number I've just invented. 22. 8873, 9190, 920T6. Hello, Luke. How are you doing today? 9984, and that's magically found more silage to move. Okay. They receive support, yeah, but they're kind of losing the support of Bulletbill and Oxygen David at the moment with the way that they're running the mod hub. And the payment scheme from the mod hub, which is inexplicably tied to ratings that can easily be abused. Because I know how to abuse the rating system. I think most people know how to abuse the rating system. It's too easily rigged. Well, myself, I am doing good, Luke. It was good to hear you were doing well as well. So here's a question for you guys. What are you guys playing right now? Because I know there's a lot of people in game. There usually is when when there's a stream on. Can I spin this around so the grass is now going into the BGA? Or into the silo itself? Okay, let's stop tipping anywhere real quick. Please tell me that's going to stop. Oh, good. Because I need to get this lined up before I can really do anything with it. Does this have four-wheel drive? No. Why am I not surprised that a two-wheeled conveyor belt does not have four-wheel drive? Viva, Farm Sim West Coast. American Outback. That's a map that isn't very good, if I'm being honest. There's a few modders out there that just have struck me as lazy with FS17. One of them's Arm Team. Where am I from? I am from Ireland. Oh, I'm 100% with you, Dave. But if you're...
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave?
And
Dave
you're
there?
Tekken, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. If you're using it as a reward system, it should not be tied to user ratings. It should be tied exclusively to downloads. And maybe have like a tiered system where, let's say once you get 1 million total downloads on all your things, you move up to tier 3 or something. I don't know. But it shouldn't be tied to user reviews. Because they are so very easily exploited. Why is this not working now? It should be. Huh, interesting. I guess the easiest way to move the stuff will be to just use the bucket. May I ask why I don't like it? May you ask why I don't like it? I can tell you very easily. I don't like American Outback because it's flat, bland, and has square fields. Oh no, the American Outback isn't flat, but it's bland and has square fields. And honestly, the fact that the map is 90% brown just doesn't appeal to me. I know it'll appeal to some people, and, you know, I'm perfectly fine with those people having their opinions. I think those people are wrong. And I think it's a very, very lazy convert of what used to be an actually really good map in FS15. Because it's been neutered. It used to have all the cool scripts, but because there's now incentive to get rid of scripts entirely in all mods, through Giants being, you know, having the reward system on ModHub be related to not only user reviews but downloads, then the map's been neutered by not having any of the awesome scripts that it used to have. Oh hey look, it's another bug from Giants where you can't empty a bucket completely if it's grass. That's for tonight. Dunno. Literally something. There we go. That's the closest I've got to 100%. I'm only 3 liters off. InK Plays subscribe. Well, thank you very much for subscribing. You having nothing. Fair enough, I guess. See you, Luke. So let's fill the BGA up somewhat nicely, and then we can actually start playing with the new things. New music is better. Much. I'm much happier with this music. I'll occasionally just leave this on while I'm chilling out, because I don't feel like it's repetitive at all. Am I? I am very good. Thank you very much for asking. I am going to have to level the silage out a bit. I know this, but that's a problem for later. You know, Fred, you had a lot. I had literally a just add water mac and cheese pot noodly thing. You've had pretzel on all afternoon. Yeah, I hope it becomes kind of a thing for streamers and enough people back it financially, because I wish I could, but I just can't justify that expense. I'm sure there's some streamers who can, and I hope they do. Who's my favorite artist? Probably Hosier, because I just enjoy his style of music. The blues style just kind of rocks to me. I like it. Also, I used to know him. Well, I not know him, but I used to I met him before he even started to be famous. Before he was recording his own stuff. And oh, thanks for that. That's totally useful conveyors. I am going to move these back to the yard before they cause any more trouble. That's really useful and helpful conveyors. You know that's helpful. Completely helpful. Just dump the grass off over to the side where it's going to be really difficult to get. Yellow farming 390T. Let's put 4-wheel drive on with this thing. In reality, this thing would... Have I heard Niall Horan song off his new album? No, and I don't. I can't stand Niall Horan or any of the One Direction, Many Direction people that are just manufactured crap pop. Where they all have to have a very specific sound, else it doesn't count. And that specific sound has to be different for everybody, but it's the same, because everything is now made by computers, pretending to be humans. Hello, Farming 390. How's it going in the RainbowDave Madhouse? It's going well. We are, I think, nearly ready to play with a new toy. Ian K, I'm sorry I've insulted your taste in music, but I just... It doesn't appeal to me at all. Anything modern from the X Factor, Pop Idol or Pop Stars or whatever the hell you want to call it this week. It all sounds the same. All of it. Even the guys with so-called unique voices. Because the ones that actually have unique voices and looks and talents are gone by the end of week 2. Because they don't meet the exacting criteria of pop music in 2017. Do I like country? I like Garth Brooks. Which, you know, he's pop country and I've just been complaining about pop music, but I like Garth Brooks. Right, that'll do for that. Now we're gonna get this guy here, take the trailer off. Put the trailer down, take the trailer off. Because I have something I want you to be doing. Assuming, actually, I've just thought, does the field I want to do actually have windrows in it still? Not particularly, no. Okay, so we might not be able to do this today. Where's a good sized field? Field 83 over here. So we're gonna buy this. And go back to the shop. Actually, where's the 4,000? Because the 1250 can't handle what I wanted it to do. Next. So let's use the 4,000 for this. That Massey though. I know, the Massey is good. Hello, George Gaming. Good set of headphones or speakers. Yeah. I've got a good set of headphones and they give me a good idea of what the sound actually is. A lot of... One thing you need is actually not... as weird as it sounds, one thing you need to really enjoy music is not headphones designed to be DJ headphones that are cheap. Or music headphones. You need DJ headphones. You don't need the ones that are designed for music like Beats, because they just artificially increase the bass and you don't get the actual idea of what the sound is. The ones I'm wearing right now are Sennheiser HD201s. These are basic. Very, very basic, very, very cheap DJ headphones. They only cost about €40. I like the dynamic range on them, and I like the fact that they give you a good idea of what everything sounds like without boosting the bass. Now, if I were to ask an actual DJ, they'd probably say, "Oh, you've got the worst headphones in the world. You should get, you know, these headphones that cost £720 and are amazing." You just have on your PC, awesome. You don't have probably half the mods that I've got. Where am I from? I am from Ireland. So let's get this thing mowing. And we can windrow the 1200. In fact, do I want to buy... Can I buy Feel 82 as well? No. No, I cannot. that was a distinctive no from the game. I don't own this field, but I own this one over here. Here's hoping FS17 field definitions don't come and attack me. Because they are a bit notoriously... Pedro! Pedro! There's a problem. This thing doesn't like mowing. You see the in-cab? Yeah, hang on, I'll get my head tracking working real quick. Because I gotta change it over to free track. It is free track 2.0 enhanced. Lower. It is lowered. That's the mower lowered. That's it raised. That's it lowered. You've done something wonky to collisions. So this is the in-cab of it. You can see it's, yeah, quite good. Probably better than it was when Pedro got it. You've not had this issue. It might be a field-specific thing. Then yeah, I think the node might be slightly wrong for lowered. I don't know what to do. Could you... What happens if I try it in reverse here? Oh, I think the problem might be specific to this field. Yeah, Dan? Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap mowers out. Much to my annoyance. That's actually really irritating that I gotta do this. Let's try it with these things, which are slightly different mowers. Hopefully I can afford the rear mower. I cannot. I'm gonna cheat money in because I need the mowers. Why is my phone vibrating across my desk? Okay, let's get this thing back to the shop. Somebody's been spamming me on something or other. Let's get this back to the shop and we'll figure it out from there. Using the McHales, which are basically the in-game coons. Ah! It might be something to do with the Lely mowers then. Because they do sit differently. Like, you guys were using... There's no in-game coons. You guys were using the McHales which are made from this. I was using these guys. It might be something to do with that. Well, Dan, in this situation, it's changing money to allow for a bug that's been found to be repaired. Yeah, it was the Pottinger mowers. The Lely ones are different. The Lely ones can be a bit more picky with what they work with, because they don't quite lower as much. So if I use the deer mowers, which I believe are based off the Pottingers, I should be good. It's like, yeah, it's like using the warranty. It's like, you know, going into the shop and saying, hey, this thing I bought 5 minutes ago doesn't work. Can I have a different one? Oh, we don't have that one, but we can give you this one for like $5 extra. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just... That's the way I'm using it, at least. Yeah, that seems to sit better. Because this is based off the Pottingers, and it is in real life as well, so I'm not being silly. Hello, JD Mods. I'm not going over the top with this. This is basically just the Pottingers with a John Deere paint job, and a couple of little tweaks. Like I don't think they can. Yeah, this now can't run in reverse steer, but. Okay. Why is this song familiar? This song is really familiar to me and I don't know why. Did Total Biscuit use it for something or other? Okay, let's try it with this thing. It's grab the first bit that the Pottingers missed, or the Lelies missed originally, so it looks like I'm gonna have a lot more luck with this. Downside is I'm gonna have to go back over what I've just mowed. Yep, it was more specific. Based off the Coon mowers that were in FS15. Yeah, but they're basically... The Coons and the Pottingers are basically the same mowers, just the Pottingers have functionality for reverse drive. And you can see these work exactly the same as the Pottingers in that there's no derpage. Because it's the Pottingers that Pedro and Fahy tested this thing with, so I'm kind of limited on what mowers I can use with this, as it turns out. English only, guys, in the chat. New fast track? Yes, Foxtrot. This is from Pedro Chaps. It's the fast track 4190. Which I think there's like an option to change spec of it and get different 4000 series fast tracks, but I've gone for the 4190. And I think this week we'll have a bit of fun with some interesting things that I've been handed over the last 24 hours essentially. Since I've come back to Farm Sim after a week off. Because, spoiler alert, yes, that's the reason I wasn't making videos. I wanted a week off from Farm Sim and just kind of took it. There's a 4220 working on the 4160 at the moment. Nice one, Pedro! You know when you're eating a proper Sunday dinner, you're sweating. Oh, good man yourself. I am not going to be having a proper Sunday dinner. I'll probably have... I might cook myself up some pasta and make a carbonara. I've got to stir in sauces because my laziness knows no bounds. One thing's for sure, I do need to record Monday's video, which is actually going to be West Coast. Need to record that like immediately after this stream. So I'm sure I'll figure something out to do. Quite possibly sorting out the pigs, because I've just noticed their cleanliness is at 2%. So we might do some animal and yard work. Robot Wars is on tonight? No, not tonight. Oh, I'll be watching the Formula 1 instead. Hello, Matthew Fairchild. Seriously, I am fully aware of what time it is. Don't you worry, guys. It's at 8 o'clock. I'm definitely not watching Robot Wars because that's the exact time the Formula 1 starts, monster. Should this fast track actually be able to use these mowers? I've just thought. Because they look a bit big. It's F1 over Robot Wars for me, monster. It's not the 90s Robot Wars. It's not as good as it used to be. I can always watch both. I mean, I could. But I want to see the overpaid man babies drive glorified robots. This fast track's over 200 horse. Well, Pedro has a great habit of giving it the actual real horsepower. So let's find out what this thing actually pulls. Or puts out. Where is it? Where is it? 208, and the mowers require 280. People put them together. We're racing Coda in Texas. Austin, Texas. Let me know when Landy's live, by the way, guys. And the mods can spam literally any link, well, to one of my videos they want if they want to. I don't mind. Or spam Landy's stream. I don't particularly care today. Next week we'll get back to the usual spam today's video nonsense. Or a video, I think, he's still in TeamSpeak. Ah. Might want to remind him of the time there, Dan. I know he's already recorded, so he doesn't care. He's going to do this. Check the debug and show the correct horsepower. Oh, good point. The thing is, Farm Sim calculates horsepower in a really weird way when you've got multiple pieces of equipment attached. What was it? Okay. GS vehicle toggle debug rendering. So this thing is actually putting out, according to Farm Sim, Pedro, 208 horsepower. That's how precise Pedro actually is, by the way. If something says it has a certain amount of horsepower, it will have that exact amount of horsepower. Landy's live, Landy's live. Thank you very much, Matthew. Well, seeing as Landy is in fact live, I will finish up the stream here. We're not finished the field, but it doesn't matter too much. I need to run and record and do things. So I will leave you guys by saying I have been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the West Coast. If you enjoyed the stream today, hit the like button as you're leaving, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you 110% want notifications for streams, join the Discord, because otherwise you won't find it. Or it's not got a good chance of working. Because YouTube is derpy as hell. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.